Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. I picked up some of these tiny little stroopwafels, thinking that they would be a great fit for the Jolly Delivery Dies box, and they pretty much are. But I had been thinking about Christmas and perhaps putting one of those tiny little candy canes in with it, until I realised that the packaging is clearly for Halloween. And I don't have a huge amount of Halloween products because I don't have any children, don't have any grandchildren that I give to. That I've got one or two people that I've given to, and I've got the kit with the boxes for them. So I thought I would just make a couple of these just to use them up, and I can just hand them to anybody. So I'm using basic black card, and I've used the little die that creates a little star, and then I use this little punch from the A Little Cheer mini punch pack. So the punch pack comes with 3 punches, all Christmas related. I'm just using the star, and then I've got this Happy Halloween, which actually comes from the Greetings for All Mix and Match Ephemera pack. So there's Father's Day thank yous, there's white on black, and obviously this black on white. So I've got another one of them. So what I'm going to do is just quickly die cut this again in basic black card. I've got some used washi tape at the side of me here, and I'm just going to try and put it on the die and then the card at the outside. Either side like that will do fine, just to hold it in place, because I just cut that piece of card to 6 inches by 6 inches, knowing that that will fit. So I've not given myself a huge amount of room. And here we have it. Nice and easy. So it's got score lines already there for you, but you want to burnish those. So picked up bits from my plate. I'm making sure that I'm folding it along there. If you want to use your bone folder, you may find that you get a shiny line on there. You can avoid that by just putting a piece of paper over. I'm not that bothered about it, to be perfectly honest. But if you are, I think it's especially if you go quite far over, you get that shine on there. Got that there. Put that out there, I'm not going to use it. And then we've got the 2 little ones, so you want to fold them in as well. So I only did one that side. There we go. Happy with that. Pop those in, and then we've got our side pieces that we need to burnish as well. Get there eventually. But it does make a big difference to burnish them properly. Okay, take out those little bits that picked up off my well-used plate. And do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do the little bit on there. Ah, dearie me. So I'm going to use the star one again. So, what we should have done when we had this in here, like that, I'll just put it back in, pop that back down, is pop that in there like that. And I like to put a little bit of washi on that as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do when I run it through my die cutting machine is I'm just going to pass it through so that corner gets done, and then I won't have to worry about my score lines again. Right, let's press that down firmly this time, Heather, because I've folded it. This is why you should double check what you're doing first. Right, I'm going to put an extra bit of washi on here. As I say, I'm just going to die cut that bit there anyway, but I don't want it moving about and messing things up. There's always a fix, always a fix. This is going to drive me nuts. Because I've folded everything over, doesn't particularly want to stay. It's going to stay now, one way or another, as I don't want to waste another bit of card. Right. I'm going to show you this. I have to put it in this way. So I'm going to have to roll it through. Now this will wobble like nothing on earth. Till I got that. And then back again. And ta-da! That's what we should have had to start with. Let's roll that off. Like that, and then a little bit of cut there. I've taken some of the paper off, but that's okay because that's on the inside and I don't mind. Right, back where we were before I discovered my mistake. So this bit is going to help close it, so you need to bend those over like that, and then I'm going to put a little dab of glue on there. And in fact, I'm going to make my life a little bit easier. I'm going to use tearing tape, because it really is just to give it a little hold while we put things in place. The box will hold itself together, but because I'm putting 2 of those little cookies in there, it does mean that it's a tight fit. So if you get any overhang like that, just fold it back. Because I'm not being terribly precise with my tearing tape. There we go. Just make sure that I've not got it over that bit there as well. Okay, so that, hold that round, hold that. It's just a little bit quicker than my liquid glue that I normally prefer. And then I'm just going to do a couple of tiny little bits of this again. And that's stuck to my finger. I knew it was gonna. And I'm just going to put that in that corner there, if I can. Let's get another bit, Heather. Right, so I'm putting that there, like so. Let's put it straight on the card, not on your finger. Having a great day today, aren't I? Let's hope it improves. Okay, then again, that's just going to help that stay in place there, so I've got a nice neat edge. It genuinely is not totally required. I just like it to be that little bit neater. Okay, so cookies. in there, pop that round, that comes over and through. And it just needs a little bit of encouragement. Not bending it over again either. There we go. Then it's through like that. Okay? Now, as I say, my Happy Halloween is from the ephemera pack, which is white on the back, which means it's got that white edge there, which I'm not terribly happy with. So, my basic black Stampin' Blend, I just run that along the edge, like so. If I was putting it on white, I'd be absolutely fine, but because it's black, I kind of want it to not have that white outline. But that's just my preference, and it's quite easy to fix, if you like. So let's just stick with tear and tape while we've got it here. A little bit along the middle there. Just press that down and then take the backing off. Add it to the collection of backings I've got over here. And pop that on there. Then I'm going to come back with this scrap piece and just cut a few stars. Don't know how many I've got. And for those, I am going to use liquid glue. But what I want to do is bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat and give them a little bit of dimension. So I'm just pressing the top of my glue in there, and it just gives them that little curve, so they're not going to sit flat. Okay, so I think I want another one. Normally I have odd numbers, and we've already got one there. So I'm bring that to 7 stars. So any kind of foam mat would do. And that, then I'm just going to add a tiny little speck of glue where I want them to go. And then pop them on. And if you've got a pencil or something like that, you can hold them in the middle so that the glue sets. Just apply that little bit of pressure in the middle. Like so. How many more? I've got 3. Oop, that was maybe a little bit too much, but that'll do. It dries clear anyway. It does stay a bit tacky though, but if it's underneath the star, won't matter, will it? A pen or a pencil, whatever you've got, just to hold that in place in the middle, so that the stars still kind of curl up like that. And bring that scrap piece back in here, because my final touch was to add some Wink of Stella. So you can see that there is already some of the product in the barrel there, but if I squeeze that again, you can see that it comes, I've got little bubbles, there's more coming through. Okay, my brush is well loaded, so you can either tap it like that and get a fine splatter, or if you do it like that, you can get bigger blobs, which I quite like. But again, you can be a little bit more gentle and get it to be less blobbed, and that's it. Super quick and easy. The trickiest bit was remembering to actually die cut the star. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and if you're new to my channel, please do click on that subscribe button. There will be a link to all of the products that I've used in the description. You can shop with me if you're in the UK and any of our European markets. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, take care. Bye-bye.